It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Me too, mate.
Trying that stuff. Yeah, it's nice to have the next.
Damn, well done. That's what we needed. Wow.
London. dry.
Oi. Okay.
Big one parts nice.
Love it.
Hi, and welcome back to another silent hiking video from Beyond Domestication. So at Beyond Domestication, we work with organisations and individuals to talk about 7 practices: food, water, air, sunlight, movement, mindfulness, and sleep. So we talk about rewilding, and personally I've been able to use this to be able to achieve remission for Crohn's disease, along with many other things in my own life. And so this is how we use the 7 practices and how we like to rewild our own well-being. And this is one of the ways we do it, through camping and of course through hiking in nature. So this is the trip review of our destination where we went in July. This is the Lake District. So we went in May and we went back in late July because we felt we had some unfinished business actually. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow along on my phone with the trip planner that we used. I used an app called View Ranger. They've now been bought by Outdoor Active, so I've actually lost my OS maps on View Ranger. But I've got to show you the trip from this perspective, so just bear with me without the OS maps on the phone. Just to show you where we started at Ambleside in May, so we started just west of Ambleside. You'll see, just followed the little tracks down to a little area slightly further west. And so on the first day then, let's pick up that first track. So we had the afternoon we arrived, so we were just hiking in the afternoon, a lovely little hike up through down this valley, and then what we were aiming to do was get to Angleton over on the left, you can see there, but the weather just completely turned on us. So as soon as we got to the early summit, we ended up just putting our stuff down, dashing our bags down, putting the tent up, and it gave us this lovely view actually of this lovely little river system that's slightly further to the north. And we ended up camping on that on the way back. We didn't know that at the time we were going to camp there, but it was really nice to be able to look back on that final night, which of course we'll get to, and be able to look up to where we camped on the first night. So the second day, we were always doing this with the plan to summit Scafell on the second day. So second day we got up and we ended up, of course, going past Angleton, and we were aiming towards Scafell, and the weather was awful. We were really in a cloud, and I quite like it. It's kind of epic being in a cloud, but we were hoping for the views. So we ended up getting to Scafell, and we were greeted with actually nice views eventually. But we had to get up there first, and it was quite strange because when we did Helvellyn, it was steep. It took a long time. You could see how far you needed to go, so you could almost feel the pain. But it was different because Scafell we'd be in a cloud. So by the time we got to Scafell, actually, it was like, oh, we're here. We had a last-minute scramble, and then we were up the top. So we got to Scafell about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and we sat up there for about half an hour, and the weather just completely cleared. So people have been talking about the corridor route to get down. We were initially planning to take the route, you see where the 6-kilometre mark is, to go back down to there and pick our way down using that route up to the north. But instead we just had such a nice afternoon that we ended up going slightly further off to the northwest. And then we ended up finding our way to the corridor route this way instead, and this descent was actually one of the nicest hikes I've ever done in my life. It was really beautiful. I really recommend it if you're doing Scafell to do the corridor route there. It was really quite straightforward. One small moment where we got a little bit lost, but we won't talk about that. So here we go, yeah, all the way through. I think you can see the bad step is where we got lost. And if you've ever walked that part of it, you'll know why. So yeah, about 10-kilometre mark, we got to all the way down, and we were camping at Styhead Tarn, so we were just walking all the way down to Styhead, and it was really nice. So this is us, the end of day 2 at Styhead Tarn. We had a nice little, I wouldn't say a swim, we got in the water. It was nice just to relax in the water for a little bit. We actually had a bit of a funny incident at night. We were chatting to a couple of Duke of Edinburgh groups in the next morning, the morning of the 3rd day, and actually they told us that they'd been caught out and had to walk somebody down to Seathwaite in the middle of the night because there was somebody that was poorly in their group. So overnight they'd had to walk all the way down in the middle of the night to Seathwaite, bless them. They didn't wake us up at all, so they ended up having to walk all the way out in the night and back then to their tents. They did not wake us. We were of absolutely no help to them, which was quite funny. So yeah, day 3, we ended up having the decision between going up Green Gables or Great Gable, and we just chose in between them. We were a bit knackered from Scafell, so we hiked all the way up in between, lovely little routes. And this was a walk towards Dale's Head. So we cut through the town, and then we walked all the way up to Dale's Head up here, and this is longer than you think, about 8 full summits. It's a fun one, Dale's Head. So we got up there again, it's amazing views, just over 750 metres, and then we just had a hike to our next camp spot past Dalehead Tarn, where we saw the helicopter coming into land, and then just a short walk up here. And this was actually our highest camp we've ever done in the lake, so it's about 600 metres. It wasn't too cold, it was really nice, a little bit windy maybe. You could get into a right spot behind the rocks. You just had to, with the first place we pitched it, we ended up moving it back 10 metres just to have that little bit less windy and a little bit more wind resistance in the spot. And so yeah, we actually ended up sitting up there just looking out over Derwent Water and over Keswick. It was really spectacular actually. And so then that was one of the last nights, the second to last night. So this was the second to last day now. So we hiked down, and this was a really easy day. This was our easiest day. No mountain walking. We hiked off the mountains, and we just followed the paths along the river. So we got in the river. We also had that little bath moment on the hill on the way down, and just had this nice day in the woods. Just a really nice, easy, flat day. Led us all the way through here. We were potentially going to stop. We didn't in the end. We just kept on walking. We had our whiskey with us all the way through to our last camp for the trip. It was a long day, about 15k, and we camped on that river system that we saw on the first night. Again, just a lovely camp and another great opportunity to fly the drone in just a beautiful wild landscape. So a really peaceful way to end the trip. And then that led us to our last day, our walk out there, where we walked out up towards where we camped that first night. You'll see just at the cross section there, that's where we also had a little walk up that hill there just for a bit of views. And then we walked out just backtracking the way we came in. So really nice and easy all the way out to the car. So this was our trip to the Lake District in July 2021, and we're only posting this now because we're a little bit behind, but it was just a really beautiful trip. And of course we're trying to play catch up with these silent hiking videos, and we love telling the story of these journeys, and we love showing people how we like to rewild our own well-being. So if there's anything you liked from this video, please let us know. We're getting better with the drone, and the drone photography is a great opportunity for our videos, so let us know if you liked any of the shots. If you like this trip review, let me know. It's really nice to see all the messages from the last time we did this on our last video. So if you do like this, please let us know as well. And of course, YouTube is a growing platform for us, so any likes, any subscriptions, any comments are just going to let us know we're working in the right direction. So happy rewilding, everybody, and get out there and get hiking and get camping and enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.